And then so I came in here to show you the old awning fabric. You know, the new one's obviously a different color. It's 9 years older or newer, right? And then we always, you know, no matter what factory it is or manufacturer of the awnings, they take these fabrics and they put them in the most ridiculous boxes, right? How is this heavy fabric that's rolled up supposed to get by in a box like this, right? Back in the old days, they used to use tubes, and they used to wrap them on a tube or curl them up and ship them inside of a tube so that the fabric doesn't get damaged. So a lot of times we'll pull these out and there are bend marks on them, there's scratches, there's marks on them, you know, and that's not on the RV tech. We didn't package it, we didn't scuff it, we didn't put it in there like that. You know, same thing when we lay them down inside on cement. We usually put one fabric on top of the old so that we're protecting it, or even sometimes we'll, you know, that's what this was for. They used this blanket and tarp and they laid it down and put it on top of it. And here's our 2 racks where we put the sleeve on so we could slide the new fabric material on. So anyways, I just wanted to vent on that. There's, I guess, a mark on this fabric, but again, that's not something we did. That's just, you know, a defect. Like if I cut my hand or I get a mark on me, it's the same thing. So, all right, well, stay tuned for more. I'm just in one of those moods where I'm nagging, and it just is what it is. But, you know, sometimes they'll even send those big old monster fabrics folded up in a square box crammed in there. And then people always wondered why there's wrinkles and there's marks on them and there's stuff that, like, you know, hey, that looks like all wrinkly. Well, yeah, most of it will come out in the sun after it sets for a while, but it's just, you know, I don't know. All these companies cutting corners and not shipping them in a tubes. I mean, I get it. Those cardboard sleeves and tubes are expensive, and it costs a lot of money to put them in that versus putting them in a box, and it costs probably more for shipping. But, you know, that's, and then, you know, a box won't roll around where a tube's going to roll around. So I get it. There's a lot of different factors that come into play, but it makes it tough on your RV guys when your RV guys are sitting here trying to fix coaches and, you know, having to deal with just nonsense. So anyways, stay tuned for more. Sorry for being so negative. It's just one of those days. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Dustin, Nerd Specialist.